What's up guys? Welcome back. I'm Chelsea Dinan from chelseadinan.com, and today I'm going to be walking you through some of my favorite healthy morning habits to jumpstart your day. You guys know by now that I love experimenting with different ways to be healthy, different ways to be productive. I love my daily routines. I love forming new habits, and so these are some of the things that I've incorporated into my mornings to really make me feel my best. So feel free to adopt some of these, but as always, make sure that you do your own research. We're all different, so I always say what works for me might not work for you, but it's a cool way to learn, right? So let's dive right into it. Now, I have to start off with the miracle morning. If you've been here by now or you follow me over on Instagram at Chelsea Dinan, then you know how much I love my miracle morning. If you don't know about the miracle morning, it is a morning practice by Hal Elrod, and it incorporates 6 different activities that make up that part of your morning practice. So let me break them down real quickly. Again, if you want more information about this, I have more information on my blog and some other videos, which I'll link to below. So the first one is silence. A lot of people use this time for a meditation. There is affirmations and visualization. So these are all great things to incorporate into your morning. Exercise, reading, and speaking of reading, I have an awesome video planned for you guys coming soon all about my summer reading list, the books that I've been reading this summer. So stay tuned for that. And then journaling, I also have a free gratitude journal template, which I will link to if you want to check that out. So you can either just journal, which is usually what I do, or if you do want to use a gratitude journal, that's a perfect opportunity. So right there are 6 really powerful habits to start your day off the healthy way. So from there, here are some other things that I incorporate into my morning practice before I go to the gym, before I do anything else. First thing I do is make my bed, and I think that that's something my mom kind of ingrained into me. It's a great practice to have. Keep things neat and tidy. After that, I go into the kitchen. I usually have to feed my cat Stella because at this point she's begging me for food. Depending on how I'm feeling in the morning, I always like to start by drinking something. Lately, and for the past couple years on and off, I really enjoy apple cider vinegar water. I will show you the apple cider vinegar that I get. I use the Bragg Raw Unfiltered Apple Cider Vinegar with the mother. It's unpasteurized. This is the brand that I recommend. It has never failed me, and you can pretty much find it anywhere, so it's easy to get a hold of. And what I do is I basically fill up the bottom of a glass. So start small because it is pretty pungent. I fill up just a little bit in the bottom of my glass, and then I fill up the rest of the glass with filtered water, and I mix it, and basically I just chug it. It does not taste good. But there are some studies about if you drink it straight that it can wear the enamel off of your teeth. So again, do your research, find what works for you, but be mindful that it is vinegar, so it's not going to taste good. Now, for me and my experience, I've noticed kind of this just lighter feeling. I've noticed that it just kind of helps my digestive system throughout the day. It helps with bloating, and it also helps with hunger. Sometimes when I wake up in the morning, I'm really hungry, and then I drink that, and the hunger dissipates so that I can go to the gym, which I usually do before I eat. So again, I'm not going to talk too much about the benefits of apple cider vinegar, so feel free to look those up on your own. Maybe in a future video I can talk more about it. Let me know if you guys want to see something like that. Another thing that I recently started to drink in the morning is this Natural Vitality Natural Calm. It is known as the anti-stress drink. It restores healthy magnesium levels, and this is the raspberry lemon flavor. I've not tried anything else. This is the only one I tried, and I think it's pretty good. The serving size is 2 teaspoons. They say to kind of start smaller, so generally I do 1 teaspoon. I mix it up in a little bit of water, and it fizzes, and then you fill the rest of your glass up, and I usually chug it. So with this so far, again, this is kind of new. I've only been taking this for about the past month, but I do notice a sense of calm. Nothing major. It doesn't make me sleepy or drowsy or anything like that, but it does bring about a little bit of peace and calmness into my morning. So it's a great thing to start the day off with. I personally drink this in the morning because I have very high energy levels. So this definitely helps me to de-stress. Another thing that I have been doing for the past couple of years now is oil pulling. Oil pulling started well before any of us came into this world. And basically it is swishing either coconut oil, sesame oil, or sunflower oil for about 20 minutes in your mouth. I take about a tablespoon and I just swish it. Again, I'm not going to go into all the benefits of oil pulling, but it can help with gut health. It can even help remove some of the stains in your teeth, which I tell you, I have noticed a difference. People have complimented me on my teeth being white, and all I've used is coconut oil, and it is definitely a natural alternative for mouthwash. It leaves your mouth feeling clean, fresh. So when you're done oil pulling, spit it out into the trash can, because otherwise it can ruin your pipes. And then immediately rinse out your mouth with water and then brush your teeth, because what you're doing is you're pulling all of that bacteria and then it's just sitting in your mouth. So be sure to clean your mouth out as soon as you're done. One thing to keep in mind with oil pulling, be sure to use an organic high quality oil. I love the Trader Joe's coconut oil. It's organic, it's cold pressed and unrefined, and it works great. Okay, enough about that. I could go on forever. Now listen, I love my coffee. It's kind of part of my daily routine. I don't need coffee. I'm very lucky and grateful that I don't need coffee, I don't need caffeine, but I do enjoy a nice cup of herbal tea in the morning. Some of my favorite tea brands are Yogi. This is the ginger flavor. I have been drinking this for years. And I also love the Traditional Medicinals brand. They have a lot of great flavors. Their chamomile lavender is my favorite, and I'm actually out of it, so I need to get that. Herbal teas, you can never have enough of them. I'm also really big on my supplements and my vitamins and my probiotics. Again, which supplements you take depend on you, so I'm not gonna get into that, but I really make a point, I make a habit of taking those first thing in the morning, and that way I don't forget. Sometimes too, since I do the Miracle Morning, which is at least an hour in the morning, I don't like to have a full breakfast before I go to the gym. So what I do the night prior, I cut up some berries, or I throw together a little berry salad, and I put them in a bowl the next morning, and I get to snack on those while I do my Miracle Morning. That way you're not reaching for something unhealthy because you're so hungry in the morning. You have something that you know is gonna be prepared and be healthy and fresh. Or maybe listening to some relaxing music. Speaking of music, I have a playlist over on Spotify that I've curated called Classical Concentration, so feel free to follow me. I'll also link to that. I love listening to this playlist in the mornings when I wish that it was raining here in San Diego. And it just relaxes me and focuses me and just kind of brings me back to center. So again, I love this playlist, and feel free to follow it and listen to it yourself if you want to, or find a playlist that works for you. Create your own. A couple last things to round out these healthy habits for your morning are to show gratitude. Again, this can be through a gratitude journal, or it can just be your thoughts. You can say it out loud what you're grateful for. Wake up every morning with a grateful heart to have another day, to be alive. Again, no matter how difficult life can be, it's pretty beautiful that we are here as living, breathing beings with these hearts that give us blood. And when you think about it, it's just incredible. So wake up and be grateful. And then if you're like me and get up super early, you can watch the sunrise. It is such a calming and really awe-inspiring experience to watch the sunrise. I love watching the sunset too, but to watch the day go from dark to light, I think it's pretty special because there's not too many people who are up that early, so it's kind of just you and the sun. You can also stretch. Maybe you like to do a little bit of yoga, or if you're like me, you like to dance. This is a great way to kind of get your blood moving through your body before you go to the gym or before you go for a run. Just get your body moving. Every little bit counts. Okay guys, what do you think? Do any of these sound good? Let me know in the comments below if you're going to be incorporating any of these into your morning. Again, this is what works for me, and I'm constantly experimenting and changing and adding some things in, taking some things out. So find what works for you. It's a fun thing to do, I think, to try different things every morning that are really going to jumpstart your day and have you feeling good and productive and positive and inspired. That's what life's about, right? Again, I have some really exciting videos headed your way soon, so be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, because I would love to see you back here for those. And give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. You can also find me over on Instagram at Chelsea Dinan. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you guys next time.